Or left in top 5 in the game, top 2 in the game.
Oh my, I forgot about that. I'm going to go back to forgetting
arguments.
about that. All right, so here we go with our very first set here. Come to Papa. We got Falco versus Ike. And this is the first set of Wave D pools, by the way. So you already see Waldo falling into a shield with a nair, and that's what I was talking about, the risk and reward. You know, if you don't drift to try to mix up your opponent, you're going to be landing unsafely in front of your opponent. That's a free grab for them.
And that's often true in most matchups or in most situations. You know, when you're coming in with your aerials, it's usually a little better to be pulling out, but Waldo doing a great job getting those small conversions into another grab here into a potential edge guard.
Like using the laser to try to clip him. He knew he was going to use the side B there, but he actually didn't space a laser properly.
I feel like the laser is one of the best ways of saying, like, I'm not done with you yet, and it's a really great follow-up.
It stops you in your tracks, essentially. You do have to respect it if you catch yourself jumping a little too much. And I feel like when Ike has to get back to the stage, especially using side B, that could be something that could disrupt his recovery.
See, Indigo got a little bit uncomfortable there with that edge guard, ended up side being by accident. Could have got a little more from it, but this forward tilt going to put him into advantage. Oh, but he goes a little too deep.
Yeah, expecting a low recovery.
Ooh. That has been the classic since in LA. Illusion into up air has been working in every single game. Oh, yeah. Greedy forward smash was kind of trying to see if Waldo was going to come in with something besides shield or just go into that time to get clipped, but not going to work out for him. The smash is not always worth putting out there to check things.
Yeah, you know, a lot of people don't really talk about it, especially since Rage isn't as prominent in this game as it was in Smash 4, but it's still there, and seeing Ike at 158 could be quite intimidating, especially if you feel like you're not able to really convert off of these actual moves that could take a stock. See, Indy actually using the back air there to come back to the ledge, knowing that Waldo was actually going to do a neutral get up.
Or at least checking for it.
Yeah.
Awesome job here. Gonna easily take back that that lead. That deficit got drawn up really quick from one combo, but once again, 80%. Pretty much anything could lead into a kill for Ike here. He's got a lot to worry about in this corner.
I think Indigo is giving him a lot of respect too.
Oh, it's
great parry, and even though it was perfectly spaced, he's still gonna get punished for that.
Let's see here. Yep, gonna respect it and go to ledge. Not gonna mess with Falco on stage today.
And that was great awareness, too, from Waldo, because he recognized that. I feel like Indigo kept trying to punish his landing, especially since he kept side being above the ledge. And so him opting to go for that ledge invincibility was a way better option.
Yeah, let's see. This has been a big crawl back for Indigo the entire set, or the entire match, rather, I feel like. Where he has been clawing back with the stock deficit the entire time. Oh, he kind of went for it, but not going to get punished too hard, at least.
No, using the up tilt actually as an anti-air in a sense, knowing that Waldo was going to try to jump around him, possibly even jump to try to mix up on his own shield.
Not only that, but an up tilt I feel like at these percents could lead directly into a back air, so it could be something he's fishing for.
Oh, he did jump there. He did jump there.
Oh,
that
he had held down.
Delay.
If he had held down,
yeah.
it would have killed him. Gonna trap his landing. Back in here, neutral.
Oh, he contested it. That was so brave. If he had gotten hit by the upper, that possibly could have been it, especially that close to the blast zone.
Ooh, caught him midair. Not going to let him get back on too easily. Ooh, that was really close too.
Oh. I feel like he was also prepared for the back air potentially to try to tech.
Indigo's going to have to make some major changes to bring this back, or at least get the momentum back before next game.
I saw it happen once. Like, you saw that he missed out on it one time, and especially since he has 2 stocks. It's not like you're risking anything going off stage.
If you know you're going to get it, you're going to get it.
Just do it.
Just do it. You got to know when to pull the trigger.
Risk and reward. It's all about that risk and reward. Either way, though, I felt like at the very beginning of that match, it was more so close until we saw, the middle part of the match kind of transpire more so in Waldo's favor, where I felt like he kept mixing up his own ledge options, which also allowed him to get stage control easier. And Indigo was respecting him a little too much, especially on stage.
And even off stage. Like, I feel like one thing that Indigo could be doing a little bit better is dealing this off-stage pressure. I feel like he's been hitting him off-stage and going for laser a lot, which is generally good, but I feel like Falco could be exerting a lot more pressure because Ike has to come back horizontally, and Falco likes to challenge that with neutral air or with a drag down forward air of his own. So I feel like he could benefit from applying a little more pressure off stage, because I feel like Ike got back a little bit too easily. Yeah,
now that he got spiked by the up B when Ike comes down, I feel like he's going to even respect Ike even more now off stage, which is something that Waldo wants. That mental game. Sometimes you gotta.
Wow, that dash hit twice.
Wow.
What? That one hit twice. What? I've never.
I feel like Indigo had thrown out a move, and then like I don't know whether it transpired over that move. That looks very strange. That interaction there. Gets the double up tilt, hitting behind him.
Yeah, but even with that up tilt combo starter, only gonna collect 27 from that one string.
And that's what he wanted before, right there, with the laser trying to catch him from recovering horizontally. But again, we saw Waldo mix it up. Let's see if he takes that in from the last game and uses it again.
Great conversion there. Going to get this eruption. Not today, but that downer. Going to set him back off stage for another reset off stage. That's going to do it.
I think that was definitely a misinput. I don't know if he intentionally tried to go above the ledge like that.
Yeah.
I would expect maybe to have an active hitbox out there, but Waldo wasn't really close to him either, or trying to ledge guard him like that.
So we're going to see he does any better here. Going to get the up tilt back air. Not going to get an edge guard, but gets the up smash to seal out the stock and even it up real quick. So much better already from last game. You know, he was struggling in getting those kills. So it's good to see he's actually getting a lead here.
Although second guessing himself from that drag down fair. Could have been a good amount of conversion here, but of course we got the grab into the fair instead. Tries to catch his side B with the up tilt.
Like, I know he's getting the laser, but I feel like that same laser could be
something better is what you mean, like the drag down fair. I mean, he's getting it a lot more consistently, or he could be conditioning Waldo to expect that laser, and then, of course, in his last stock or when it's necessary, you know, he could try to get in that drag down fair,
Yeah, these guys are slobber knocking each other, going back and forth. This is how important stage control really is. So they're both basically just trying to hit each other as soon as they're knocked in disadvantage, trying to get that back real quick.
And naturally, you know, when you have a character that has a sword, you control space a lot easier, but because of that, you're also prone to jumping a lot more, and that's what Indigo is calling out. He DI'd that way too, I feel like.
Is this going to be it? Oh, too late. Yeah, a little too late.
Yeah, if you let it go just slightly earlier.
Let's see what we got here.
Like an empty hop into the grab, setting him up. Tries to contest him in the air. There's that fair, catching the side B. And, you know, I feel like he went for that more so just because he knew that he wasn't going to side B off stage. He was side B'ing while he was still ground level with the stage there, too.
Yeah. Those are the call-ups we need to see. Those are the things that can even get kills at lower percentage. This is like a back throw or any weak hit off stage. Those forward airs could end up for easy kills.
Especially if he still continues to call out Waldo's jumps. Oh, my. But we got all that damage racking up still. Indigo resetting the situation here, although he does get grabbed.
Not going to get the grab himself. Up smash going to whiff. These guys are at each other's throats right now.
Oh, that pressure, that turnaround grab, though. Not trying to overextend with the move, just rather put Waldo above him. Although I feel like he's not getting enough at the same time. While he is below Waldo, I feel like he could get more.
I can, like, feel both players' nerves right now. Like, their fingers kind of slipping over certain buttons. Good forward air. This can go any way right now.
Goes for the up air.
Indigo's got to be a little bit more careful with that back air. Almost enough. The laser
he doesn't have a jump. He doesn't have a jump. Yeah.
That's it.
He called out the side B there.
Beautiful job from Indigo. Making me eat my words. Taking that laser for the stock and going on to game 3.
I feel like overall, Waldo's been doing a good job at mixing up the way he uses side B, whether he does it below the ledge or like tries to go even with the ledge or starting early and stuff like that. But at the same time, though, a move like that, you have so much time to react, and that's what Indigo's doing. He's just like, okay, I know you're going to recover above the stage because that's what you've been doing so far in this last game, so I'm going to call you out for it. And that's why he was able to get hit with the laser there.
Not only that, there's very little risk to challenging Ike's recovery early because it's something he's got to set up, and he's got to commit to the idea at the beginning of his recovery what he wants to do to get back. So it's definitely something you can kind of just go out there and mess with a little bit more than you'd expect. Even if you get hit, as long as you're not at kill percent from the side B itself, getting hit and intercepting him far away enough from the edge, as long as he doesn't have his double jump, could end up being his stock as well.
Yeah, and that's the downfall of Ike. I've talked to MKLeo and I've asked him, you know, like, everyone's talking about Ike right now because of your results with him. You know, what is your personal opinion as a top player, like, with this character? And he goes, I think this character is going to definitely fall off. I don't think he's going to stop. I don't think he's going to be bad at any point. But when
his hits are still really good.
Right, his hits are amazing, his conversions are amazing too, but at that point where people understand the pairing consistently and how to actually take advantage of his lack of horizontal recovery, he thinks that this character is just going to fall out naturally. So here we go, game 3. Indigo, that last game, coming back. And already with a pretty strong start here, using the Smashville platform to his advantage to extend after that grab.
And a lot of Waldo's neutral openings have come from jumping, so I feel like if Indigo does a little bit better job of slowing things down, as he seems to have been, he's kind of picking and choosing when to throw out attacks himself, but he has been walking and shielding a lot more, getting him these clean hits on the Waldo's approaches. Yeah,
it seems as if he's playing a lot more patient compared to, especially that first game that we saw from him. I like the walk and shielding more than anything, trying to force Waldo to be more so overcommittal. Especially when you see a patient player like that just literally looking at you, waiting for you to commit to an action, it can be intimidating because you already know they have all the frame advantage if they're not pressing anything first.
Not going to happen. That would have been a good opportunity, I feel like, to trade a neutral air or back air with that side B. But going to see if we can get back to stage, back to center stage, kind of fighting over this next situation. I mean, 40% is pretty low, but it's still Ike at the end of the day. 1 or 2 good hits, even if it doesn't kill right away, we'll set him up for another situation to get the kill.
Using that B reverse, that side B reverse.
Back air cleanly, gonna take it.
I feel like that's one of the, honestly, one of the very few kill options that Falco has. Trying to go for that back air, but as you called out recently, you saw the up tilt into back air is also another method that Indigo could be going for.
Ooh, that's a big hit right there. Because this is the first time that Indigo's had any kind of stock lead, I believe. So it's all about this next series of conversions here if Indigo is able to get a little bit more damage before losing the stock.
Ooh, that parry gets the forward tilt instead, though. Not going to follow up from that fair attempt on the shield. Waldo's going to jump over that. Instead, go for the stage control. He doesn't want to be by the ledge versus Indigo.
Good patience from both players here because it's really difficult to really tell when Falco or Fox are going to pull that trigger. He didn't do it, but also Indigo didn't actually give it to him. So very good on both players.
Also, I feel like Indigo's not... Ooh, all right, Indigo, we see you. Trying to get a follow.
Good pressure. Waldo, relentless right now.
Yeah, he's struggling on landing on. When he does land, Indigo just sends him right back up.
And keep in mind, Indigo's still on his first stock. So this has really changed pace from first game. Crowd coming alive right now as Indigo on the verge of maybe getting a 3-stock here after losing his first game. This game's all about the adjustments you can make between games and between stocks.
Waldo, sneaking in a back air, though, as he falls on top of Indigo. I was going to say, I feel like Waldo was trying to punish Indigo's attempt at maybe using a side B to get back, but I feel like Indigo's just not allowing that to happen. He's not even really using illusion that often.
Right. He's doing a lot of jumping in line with it and then falling and up being, which has been getting him back very nicely. Using that pressure from side B to get back. Waldo gonna have to really change up his gears right now because it has not been working out up until this point for this game.
Also, this is Ike that we're talking about here. This is one of the comeback kings. I feel like playing him or Ganondorf sometimes could mentally tilt your opponent in terms of just winning the mental game of pressure.
Thinking to yourself whether or not you can come back. Yeah, we haven't seen Waldo really do too much off stage here to mess with Indigo, but that forward tilt, still not enough.
Not enough, but it's so large, catching him in the jump there.
This could be it. Oh, he's messing with him now. That's good.
Yeah, he's actually trying to contest him there. You see, even opting to go so low. Although, instead of going for the down air attempt, maybe go for the fair. Oh, no.
You hate to see the sort of thing happen. And just like that, you might have Waldo stealing this game 3.
As long as you don't get mentally tilted, that's what matters here.
It's all about how well Indigo's able to maintain his composure right now.
And your overextension too, you know, you don't want to go off stage versus Ike if you notice that he's going to be using his up B.
Meanwhile, Waldo trying to play opportunist. Going to want to get as much as he can off any straight hit. Also playing really patiently, kind of waiting for it to come to him. Very nice.
Yeah, he's playing as if what we saw from his first stock in this game, too. You see him slowing it down, doing these backers out of shield, although he used his jump right there.
Oh, buddy.
Waldo had not punished him at all for recovering down below the ledge once. And that up air.
Wow, great job. Game one, or rather set one of Block D going to Indigo.